Hello everyone, we're doing the 5-day forecast today. We're going to have a detailed look at weather for the next 5 days in British Isles. It's also going to be turning much more unsettled in the next 5 days. Temperatures will be lifting up a little bit. We'll lose the very cold weather that we've had for the first half of this week, but it really will be turning very unsettled towards the end of the week and into weekend with low pressure really tending to dominate the scene. Now, if I go on video, I just want to mention the advertising. I'm trying out a new video ad which you can find underneath my weather video here at GavsWeatherVids.com, just underneath the video player. Please play those video ads because you'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. I also want to mention the websites I'm using for video. I've got the radar picks coming from the UK Met Office. I've got charts from weathercentral.de and weatheroutlook.com. All three of those websites can be found on my links page. So this is the current radar picture across the country. We've got these snow showers running down the eastern coast of the British Isles. We've also got some wintry showers across Wales coming down into southwestern parts as well. These showers in the east will get a little bit more widespread, I think, through the course of this afternoon. A mix of hail, thunder, sleet, snow. Everything but the kitchen sink really thrown in with those showers. And as I say, they will get a little bit heavier through the course of the afternoon and push a little way inland as well. So don't be surprised if you get some temporary accumulations across some east parts of the country, particularly at elevation, but maybe at lower levels as well. Won't stick around very long. As soon as the sun comes out, it'll all melt. But yeah, there could be some temporary sort of accumulations of snow or even hail just for short periods of time in those heavy showers. Now this is the jet stream today. I just wanted to show you the jet stream. It's the reason it's been so cold over the last few days. The jet stream is running well to the south of the country, going through the tropical Atlantic in towards southern parts of Spain and Portugal, North Africa, and through the Mediterranean. This should be much further north than this, and as I said, that's the reason it's been so cold over the last few days, with the jets tracking so far south. All of the cold air has been allowed to pull out of the Arctic, so that's the reason it has been bitterly cold. It's been one of the coldest few days in March for a long time over the last few days. Of course, we had all that heavy snow in the Channel Islands along the south coast as well. So this is today's pressure chart from the GFS model. We're in this slack northerly wind now with high pressure out to the west, but jet stream running well to the south. We're on the very cold side of the jet, and we bring down this cold northerly flow. So as I say, we've got those snow showers, wintry showers in the eastern parts of the country are becoming a little bit more widespread through the course of this afternoon. Hail, thunder, sleet, snow, some rain down on coastal levels as well. So really quite notable showers in the east. As I say, they'll push inland a little way in some central parts, but many central and western areas actually having a lot of dry weather until we run back into those showers across Wales and the southwest. But I think they'll get lighter through the course of the afternoon. Temperatures today on the cold side. It's not as cold as it has been, but it's still cold, particularly with that northerly wind accentuating the cold feel. So temperatures of around 5 or 6 degrees at best, well below average for the time of year, and I say it does feel cold, although the winds are lighter, so it doesn't feel as bad as it has been doing. Now overnight, we're going to find this ridge of high pressure building in across the country. That'll mean that any wintry showers die back to the eastern coast. Most areas will be dry, clear, and turn very frosty. It's going to be a really frosty night tonight, with temperatures as low as -7 perhaps in some northern parts of the country. That's a really very severe frost indeed for the middle of March. Elsewhere, probably temperatures down to -3, -4, -5. Very notable frost for the time of year. And now as we move through in towards Thursday, we're going to find this area of low pressure starting to develop off the Atlantic, and we're squeezing out that brief ridge of high pressure. Most of us are going to have a fine day on Thursday with good sunny spells. There will be that frosty start, of course, but there should be a good deal of sunshine. But I think in the northwest it'll go downhill later on, with cloud and rain moving into western Scotland and Ireland as well through the course of the afternoon. As that moves into the cold air across central and northern parts of Scotland, it will probably be preceded by a spell of sleet or snow, but in the west it's more likely to be rain. Temperatures tomorrow, well, probably around 7-8 degrees, perhaps in the south after that frosty start in the good sunny spells. In the north, up to around 4 or 5 degrees. It's another cold day, really, and temperatures are still below average at the time of year. But low pressure is really starting to dominate weather as we go in towards Friday, squeezing out that high pressure to the west of the country. So we're going to find a wet and windy spell of weather moving across all parts of the country. East areas may not see much in the way of rain until late on in the afternoon, but many central, north and west areas will have a spell of heavy rain on Friday. Strong winds as well, driving that rain along. And eventually western and northern areas will turn brighter with sunshine and showers. Most showers will probably turn increasingly wintry over the high ground of Scotland. Temperatures on Friday probably up to around 9 or 10 degrees, so it's a little bit milder at 10 is 50 Fahrenheit, back towards where we should be for the time of year, but of course it won't feel that mild in the wind and the rain. That low pressure sits more or less over the top of the country as a slow moving feature as we go into Saturday. So we're going to have a day of showers or longer spells of rain really on Saturday. There'll be an increasing risk of snow across the hills and mountains of Scotland and coming on to the higher ground of Northern England, Northern Ireland later on in the day. Further south it's more likely to be rain, but there will be quite a bit of rain around on Saturday. As I say, showers merging to give some longer spells of rain. Could be some thunder mixed in with some of those heavier showers as well, and maybe some hail as well. Temperatures on Saturday edging back down again, so just temperatures of 7 or 8 degrees in the south, probably around 3, 4 or 5 in the north. That low pressure still sitting over the country on Sunday. The low pressure that I talked about from Portugal yesterday now looks like it's going to run through Spain, France and into Germany. Probably not really affecting us, but it could bring some rain into the very far southeast of the country. But really, I think we're looking at showers or longer spells of rain with this main area of low pressure on Sunday. Again, wintriness over higher ground across Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, possibly coming down to some lower levels in Scotland later on as the winds begin to go back round towards the southeast. Temperatures again around 3, 4, 5 in the north, 6, 7s and 8s in the south. As we move through into Monday, as far as we're going in this 5-day forecast, that low pressure is starting to move to the south and we're beginning to pull the winds back round into the east again. And look at all the blocking that's starting to develop through Greenland, going back in towards Scandinavia. This looks as though it's going to start to bring in some very cold air again next week, with an increasing risk through next week of more hard frost and an increasing risk of snowfall as well. So next week could turn wintry once again. But for Monday, I think we're looking at showers or longer spells of rain for England and Wales, turning increasingly to snow across Scotland as that easterly wind really starts to pick up. Temperatures just 2 or 3 degrees across Scotland, 5, 6, 7, 8 across England and Wales, and beyond that I'd say it's getting colder by the look of it, with easterly winds returning. These are the charts from the Weather Outlook. The wintry showers in the east today, some rain or sleet showers in the west as well. It's a cold day for all of us. There'll be a hard frost tonight, but a good day tomorrow. Lots of sunshine. It will be cold, but plenty of sunny spells, although start to bring cloud rain into the northwest later on in the day. And then beyond that, we're looking at showers or longer spells of rain really through the rest of the period. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, seeing rain or long showers, longer spells of rain across the country, and an increasing risk by the time we get through to Monday that rain will start to turn to snow across Scotland as the easterly winds begin to return. So in summary, it looks as though we're going to be seeing the fine weather breaking down. We've got another day or so of quite fine weather, some wintry showers in the east, but not a great deal of rain around for the next day or so. From Friday onwards though, turning very unsettled, showers or longer spells of rain, wintriness over the high ground, and as we go through to the start of next week, it looks as though the easterly winds are coming back with an increased risk of very cold air and snow returning. I'll be doing more about that later in the week in the videos, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.